What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NFL plays today over on PrizePicks. Fell short in yesterday's NBA. We had the right correlation just on the wrong side yet again between SJ and Hartenstein. Should have always been SJ over, Hartenstein on the under. I trust the odds. Did not work in my favor. We've been killing the NFL all season long, so I'm excited we got a good game for my type of system for this type of game. If you think the Bills dominate today's game, this play will be for you because I think that the Bills will be able to cover this 5.5 point spread. If they do so, we're looking pretty good for this PrizePicks play tonight. I'm feeling good. Nice little 6x 3-man for you guys. Let's hop in and let's get some more winners. I'm going to get to today's play shortly, but if you guys have not already, please leave a like on this video. If we get to 100 likes, I'll drop a bonus play for tomorrow's video for you guys. And while you're done and leaving a like, be sure to also subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on. That way you don't miss out on future videos from me, and you get in if blue lines get bumped or get removed. And also, the last thing is to join the DubClub if you've not already. The DubClub gives you access to all of my plays sent straight to your phone, and it is 50% off with the link available in my description. Just go down there, click on the link, it'll give you access to that promo. You can also see that I'm actually one of the few reputable guys out there. Not every day is a winning day, not every week necessarily is a winning week, even though majority of the time we do have winning weeks. You can see that we are over $11,000 of profit on PrizePicks, or I am over $11,000 of profit on PrizePicks. You see some of the different winners that we've had from this year, some of the different testimonies from guys in the DubClub. It is a good place to be, so come join us with that 50% off discount. And when you do join, connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to all the different perks over in my Discord. That includes a correlation tab where you'll find some of my NHL plays look like this. Not from yesterday, we had only a short NHL slate, but today we have a 12-game NHL slate. I've already posted some 6-mans here. The day before we had a 6-man, we had a 40-304 winner right there. We had a couple other NHL winners that day too, 50-160 right there, as well as this one here, 50-225. You also get access to my community chat to talk to me and other members about plays, whatever's going on. I'm almost always in that chat, so if you have any questions at all, whether it's just about anything really, or especially strategy related, I'll usually respond to you guys really fast in that community chat. You also have the contributors posting their plays as well, whether that's Kep in his 5 and 6 mans. You got NFL plays from Nev, some soccer plays, some basketball, some golf. You got pretty much everything from these contributors. So they all do some great work as well as my plays. So come join us right now. It is 50% off with the link available in my description. Go get in right now. Again, one of the few reputable guys out there, and I'm offering it 50% off right now. But with that out of the way, let's get to these plays. Be sure to play responsibly, at your own risk. Leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Let's get to these plays. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's NFL slate is going to be over in the passing attempts category because I like Josh Allen on the under for his pass attempts at 30.5. As I kind of mentioned this earlier in this video, we're expecting the Bills to dominate this game. The Bills are 5.5 point favorites today, which is why I like the under for Josh Allen. It's already like plus money on like Novig, for example, and ProfitX though, to go over 30.5. Some of the other like DFS apps, or not DFS, but like books are offering it like minus 117, minus 104. But I like the under here. It just makes a lot of sense to me. He's only been over this line in 3 out of 10 games this year. The game was a massive shootout offensive game there against Baltimore. Against New England, where they lost that game by 3 points. Against Miami, where they lost that game by 17 points. So again, you guys can kind of tell the type of games where he has gone over. Every other game he's gone under. And they are 5.5 point favorites today on the road against the Houston Texans. I'm feeling pretty good about the Bills' chances in this game. I feel like most of you guys watch this video probably do as well. But yeah, if you think the Texans made this game like a 3-point game, or if you think that they even potentially win this game, I probably would not play this type of entry. But it wins this year. You can see Josh Allen has been over this, or has been under this line every single time, except for that shootout win against the Ravens, where it was not a close, or it was a very close game, of course. Just massive shootout game. That's definitely an outlier. All the other games, though, he's flying under by quite a bit in a lot of these games here. I mean, 7-point win against Kansas City even. He had 26 right there in that game. And Houston overall is not even a too terrible of a matchup. They were kind of right in the middle of the pack in terms of passing attempts against per game this year, ranking 15th in the NFL at 31.4 per game. You see what opposing quarterbacks have done. Cam Ward, of course, lost against Houston. He threw the ball 37 times. T-Law only threw the ball 23 times. Mac Jones threw the ball 32 times, going under his line right there. So a lot of these teams are going under, or at least the quarterbacks are going under their passing attempts line. I think Josh Allen's got to be the next guy to do so, especially if the Bills are going to win this game by a touchdown like I'm hoping for today. I'm feeling pretty good about the under here for Josh Allen and his pass attempts. And that's going to lead me to the next play in this video. It's going to be his teammate, but on the over. That is going to be his running back, James Cook. on the over for his rushing attempts at 17.5. I do also like his over 73.5 rushing yards. You can pretty much play either one of these. I haven't checked the payout for rushing yards, but it can't possibly be higher than the rush attempts. It might even go down lower. The payout might be a little bit less. If you take the over on the rushing yards instead, you'd have to check that. I'll check that a little bit later in the video. But James Cook here, over his rush attempts, I think he's in a great spot. He's been over this line only 2 of his last 5. However, you got to look a little bit more into this one. He's been over this in 50% of games so far this year. And in wins this year, he's been over this in 5 out of 7 games, 71%. If you increase that, his hit rate gets better and better, as you can kind of see there. Like in games where they've won by at least 2 points even, it's a 5 out of 6 hit rate, 83%, as you can see. The only game he missed there was against Tampa Bay, where they allowed the 7th fewest rushing attempts per game. Houston is a pretty good defense, but again, if the Bills are going to be winning this game by quite a bit, I'm expecting James Cook to run the ball a little bit on the ground. Also, they had the fewest offensive plays that they've had in any game this year against Tampa. That is also something to note. They only had 53 offensive plays in that game. The 3 games before, they had at least 60. So if they had 60 plays in that Tampa game on offense, James Cook was probably running the ball at least 2 more times. So another important thing to note, while the matchup was a little bit tougher, he easily could have had 18 if they just had 60 offensive plays. They're averaging about 62 plays per game on offense this year. So feeling pretty good about James Cook, though, for a lot of those reasons, of course, especially when they're winning these games like they're expected to. And we're already going with the type of game script that we need. Like, the game script that we need is, of course, the Bills to dominate this game, which means more running the ball for James Cook, less throwing the ball for Josh Allen. It makes a lot of sense here. Correlation is there. I think you guys can understand that. You see what opposing running backs have done against Houston, but again, a lot of these teams are kind of losing to Houston as well. Like some of these teams are, like, of course, Tennessee. You have Travis Etienne, though, like we saw earlier. Trevor Lawrence, he went way under his pass attempts, while Travis Etienne went over on his rushing attempts. J.K. Dobbins had 15 rush attempts there. Kenneth Walker had 17 rush attempts with a 11.5 line. Charbonnet even went over his rush attempts as well. They had 29 rushing attempts combined back on the 20th. So makes a lot of sense to me to take the over for James Cook and the under for Josh Allen and his pass attempts. Now, before we get to the next play in this video, if you have not yet seen Sleeper, it is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best DFS app out there right now. I keep saying that in these videos because I love Sleeper. It's even better for you if you are a new user and have not yet signed up for Sleeper, because they give out 3 massive promos, the best promos in the game by far. First off, you can get a just basic first on a pause match up to $100 if you use my promo code DOMG. But you also, on top of that, get a free $20 without depositing, and you also get a free square when signing up for Sleeper as well. They also have promos every single day on their app, basically. Right now, they have James Cook discounted for rushing yards by about 15 right there. I think I did that math wrong. 17 rushing yards, I believe. He's down to 55.5 rushing yards, is what I'm trying to say. Davis Mills is also boosted over passing yards. So again, kind of some little bit of correlation there. Davis Mills over passing yards, James Cook over rushing yards. But what's so cool about this app too, though, is that you can actually get a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. Let's go to the NBA, for example. Let's go to the PRA. If you take like Gary Trent on the over and Tyrese Maxey on the over, pays out 3.2x on Sleeper compared to maybe 3x on PrizePicks. You take like Trent on the under, pays out 3.2x on Sleeper, again compared to maybe 3x on PrizePicks. Very cool app. Check it out for yourself. The link available in my description, and sign up using my promo code DOMG for all 3 of those major promos, as well as like the James Cook discount and the Davis Mills boost. All right, now filling out the rest of the plays in this video here, we're going to head over to the passing attempts category. So back to another quarterback. This time it's going to be the opposing quarterback, of course, Davis Mills. On the over for its pass attempts at 32.5. I also like his over pass completions as well as at 19.5. I think both spots are very good. Covered in basically the same amount of games, as you can see right there. But 30 against Denver on the second, where he had only 17 against Denver on the second there for pass completions. It's really up to you which one you guys want to take. Technically, the passing completions, I believe, is better for odds' sake. But I did go with the passing attempts. I just feel more comfortable with the passing attempts compared to the completions, if that kind of makes sense. But Davis Mills here, he has been over this line in only 2 out of 4 games this year. He's had 4, which didn't really count. He had 30 right there against Denver, 45 and 41 in his last 3 games. Not sure why I didn't mention this, though, but C.J. Stroud actually played in this game. Davis Mills came into that game late and still threw the ball 30 times. But, the last 2 games here, they actually won against the Jaguars. He still had 45 pass attempts. And then this game here, they actually won against Tennessee. He had 41 pass attempts. So you would think if they're in a negative game script here and they're going to lose by like 5 to 7 points like we're hopefully expecting in this game, you would think you'd throw the ball, at least 33 times in this game, considering you threw 41 and 45 and back-to-back wins. So I'm feeling pretty good about Davis Mills on the over here for, a lot of reasons here. But just obviously makes a lot of sense here. I mean, I don't really have to dive into this one too much because we've already talked about the game script that we're going for here. We're going with the game script that the Bills dominate this game. That's going to help us with, of course, Josh Allen on the under, James Cook on the over, and then Davis Mills over pass attempts, obviously, because when the Texans have the ball, they're going to be playing down. We're going to have to throw the ball a little bit more. That's pretty much just the straight-up reasoning for taking Davis Mills over his pass attempts. If you want to, you can look at what other quarterbacks have done against him. Baker threw the ball 28 times. Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 34 times. They did end up falling short of their line, but Davis Mills, man, he's thrown the ball so many times, even in wins. Just makes sense to me here to take Davis Mills on the over for his pass attempts, especially with a potential negative game script tonight. So those are my 3 plays. Pays out 6x over on PrizePicks. I'd have to check what the payout is for James Cook if you take rushing yards instead. I forgot to do that. But if you guys want all of my plays, go get in right now to the DubClub. We've been killing NHL season, man. Like, absolutely slaughtering it. We cashed a 6-man just 2 days ago. We only had a short NHL slate last night, so didn't have a point stack or a 6-man yesterday. But day before, man, cashed out a 6-man. Cashed out several other different 4-mans. It has been treating us very good this year. We have 12 games on the slate tonight. Of course, NBA plays in the DubClub. NFL plays in the DubClub. Come get in right now. 50% off with the link available in my description. And I will see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video or over in the DubClub. Thank you for watching. See you guys then. Best of luck. If you want to see how I made over $10,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.